Mama told me, boy, don't be nobody's fool. Daddy taught me how to break up all the rules. Where the hell was you when I was skipping school? Ain't it funny how you could learn a lesson from a fool? But things changed for the better or worse. My grandpa died, I ain't get to visit the church. Was only 7 when it happened, but my feelings was hurt. Guess that's part of the pain that manifest on the earth. Now time travel, cause ain't shit changed. Niggas are still slaves, getting minimum wage. Mentally insecure in a delicate phase. So gone, they attack you if you show them the way. But hey, I just let the facts fall where they may. Hopefully around the summertime we call it a day. Burn the building with the house niggas stuck in their place. Not skin color but politically it's about that race. Now listen, mama told me, boy, don't be nobody's fool. Be no fool.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the DmtsRadio show. Today's show is brought to you by Atlantic Restoration. Today I have 2 guests with me. I have Songs. How's it going, Songs? How's it going? Well, Lefty, aka Songs, right?
Yeah, change the name.
Okay, and we got Facts.
No, double O.
Double O, up in the building. How's it going, man?
It's going good. First of all, I just want to say we appreciate you, allowing us to come down here and show us love. Straight to what's going on, man. Life, you know what I'm saying?
How is life, man?
Hey, it has its turns. That's why I got my name Lefty, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But because life hits you with left turns, you just gotta go, do the thing. Life has been good, man. You know what I'm saying? Working, doing back to music. I gotta say thanks to this guy right here, man. He brought me back into the passion and stuff like that. Cause a lot of people don't know, as friends, we've been going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Since 2011. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to still have friends. Real friends that give you the motivation to do everything, you know what I'm saying? So life is good. I still got my friends out here, I haven't lost anymore, we got, IJ's injury. I'm happy he's up and doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to CT, man.
Motivation. With CT, you know what I'm saying? That's just a whole another level of motivation, just because of the fact that, just this past April he was in a bad injury, and I don't think it's like 10 months. Not even a year yet.
I think it's been a year.
It's been that long.
Close to a year. April will be a year. So, and just to see where he is, you know what I'm saying?
Progress.
Yeah, it just gives me more reason to not give myself a reason to sit on my behind all day, because it's like one of my closest friends is going through something on a daily, the things that we take for granted, just standing up to open the door, little things like that, he can't do. So, but you can't tell him that he can't do that, though, because he'll definitely will over there and open that door, no problem.
He definitely defines eyes.
Gets up, walks, you know what I'm saying? So that dude right there, man, that's another, brink of motivation. And
very inspiring, man.
Yeah,
very inspiring. Every video he put up, like he's actually about to be on the show, man, and it's crazy because he's been trying to get on the show, but it's so inconvenient because of the situation. But it got to the point where he's like, yo, do you got anybody over there that can carry me downstairs? Yes. Come. We'll carry you. Bring some of your people. We got our people. We'll carry you down here.
Definitely.
So he's about to book something as well.
You know how that go, man.
Excuses.
Definitely love, man. Shout out to CT.
Yeah, man. We done carried him up and down the stairs. With Facts being as small as he is, bro. We definitely put him on his shoulder and just brought him downstairs like nothing, bro. So and to believe it or not, bro, he's done that to me before, and you see how big I am. He's brought me upstairs on the worst of the nights. So this dude got a lot of strength. I don't know where it come from. But man. So life has been good, man. Life has been good. Our kids are healthy. Our kids are in school. Like I said, we're here. We're out in the world. We're not locked up and stuff like that. So it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to my brothers that's in the can. They gonna be home real soon, and this is what their motivation is. Us out here not
stay positive.
Yeah, exactly. Because can't come home to seeing the same thing. You want to see your boys doing good, and you can just jump back in the circle and be on something positive. You know what I'm saying?
Different movement.
So and that's what we trying to do, man. We getting older. We 26, 22. So it's like we touching that 30, man. We gotta do it now. Now or never, man.
My time is now.
Exactly. Because my son's about to be 8, and it's like,
Hold on. We got to rewind because I know you. Your son is about to be 8.
He's in the 2nd grade already.
almost bigger than me, yo.
It's crazy. It's crazy, like how time flies, like, and to see time fly with the same people in my life, it's just amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I invite the same people to birthday parties, my brothers, their kids, you know what I'm saying? And just to see that, you know, them growing up together, it's good too. You know what I'm saying? So
and the most important thing that I want to talk about by you bringing that up now is that you had a son at a very young age.
Yeah.
You were like 18, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
definitely.
You're like 18, and I think what I like about the fact that when you had a son is that anyone can have a son, but you actually you basically developed a family.
Yeah.
Because your wife, you know, your woman is you took your son and her and you say, you know what, I'm gonna leave all the bull shit alone,
exactly.
and I'm gonna actually create a family. You feel me? And y'all been together, you know, forever. I respect that. You know, I respect that. You feel me? As a man, and I think more fathers, people out here, especially males, we should be out there doing that. Definitely. We got to be in our kids' lives, you know, because
it's vital.
It's definitely, man. It's dangerous out there.
Definitely.
There's no guidance. You feel me? It's blindly.
Oh, yeah.
And I know there's a lot of kids in the community that look up to you.
Yeah.
You know, so let's get into. Let the people know that know you or don't know you, who you are, where you come from, and what you do.
Well, first things first, I'm not from New Britain. If a lot of people don't know that, I put in the footwork to be called a New Britainer. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I've been here for 12 years. I'm originally from Manchester.
Okay.
These are the first dudes that I met when I first came out here. I got my name songs from them. Like literally, I didn't have no name. Everybody had. You know, it was Littles, IJ. Everybody had a cool name to be called, and I was just called by my regular school name, Edwin. That's my real name. So one day I came and they was doing music. Everybody was writing, and I'm like, yo, I could sing. And they like, no, you can't. I'm like, bro, yes, I could sing. Got on the song with my boy G-Bird, and that's where like everything just like took off. And that's when I just got songs. Like everybody just called me songs, and it was kind of weird because I'm the third Edwin, so my Spanish family calls me Trey.
Gotcha.
So that means, you know, uno, dos, Trey.
Yep.
So everybody started calling me Trey songs, but I would get like kind of offended. Not no disrespect to him, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, yo, that's not my name, you know what I'm saying? Just call me songs, like that's it, you know, just songs. And I just started doing talent shows. My first talent show I did was Sugar Pop. Suge, that's our producer. He does music with us now. We won my first time. Coming to New Britain High. Didn't know nobody. Sang. We won the first for miscellaneous. We got the big trophy. I'm like, oh, we could do something with this. And then I ended up like going after the after party, meeting more people and things like that. Starting letting people know what I do and you know what I'm saying. And then I had summer school that Monday. It was bad. And I met Eric. E-Dot, my guy, free him. I met Eric.
Yes.
And this is the story, bro. This little dude came up to me. I was pretty flossy in school. Had a chain on. He's like, yo, where you get that chain from? Like, for me, it's my chain. Like, you know, where I'm coming from, I don't really, you know, somebody come up to ask you about your chain, you already know what time it is. Feel me? But he ain't had that look in his face. I'm saying so. He was like, yo, I want you to meet my boys. And I'm like, okay, not little did I know that his boys were the people that I was already talking to from the talent show.
Gotcha.
So I was already linking up with IJ and Cam and everybody. And then he came, he was like, these are my boys. So, cause I had told him that I could sing or whatever. And then he was like, I was like, yo, I just met these dudes on Friday. And then he was like, yeah. So like they started to believe that I could really, you know, like sing or whatever. And, you know, and then that's how the name came, songs. Like that's how the name came. And then like literally, when it came to the music and inspiration, I literally got that off of all my boys. Like because it was kind of hard being the only singer. Like literally, they would call me every day. Like, yo, I need you on the hook. I need you on the hook. I need you on the hook. And I'm like, bro, my vocal cords are gonna bust open. Like I'm not even gonna be able to sing no more at the end of this week. But it was great because of the fact that like literally, you remember that year T-Pain had when he was on everybody's song? That's how it was for me.
That's
like I was on everybody's song. Like literally like everyone's song. Like I got music with people that I like when they see me like and how old I am now, they be like, yo, you remember when we did that song when you was like 17, 18? I'm like, bro, I do. And then, you know, they ask me, like, if I'm still doing music and things like that, and I continue to tell them, like, you know, you can check me on these platforms and things like that, and just, like, it's great, you know what I'm saying, to see me see me continue to do that. But
that's what's up.
you know, yeah, that's that right there.
So Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester. I was an Indian before I was a Hurricane.
And that's good. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
You rep,
and that's the thing, because like it's not a lot. My dad used to always tell me it's not where you from, it's where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like if people ask me, yo, son, where you from? I'm not afraid to tell you I'm from Manchester, Connecticut.
Yep.
But my stomping ground is New Britain. You know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely.
everybody knows me out here. Parents, teachers, things like that.
Yeah.
So you know, like I do a lot for the community as far as that. You know, I'm Santa Claus at the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do that more so because of our environment. You know, our environment is filled with kids of different ethnicities.
Yes.
So it's like they're so used to seeing, no disrespect to anybody, a white Santa Claus.
Yes.
When you go to the mall, you see a white Santa Claus.
Yep.
And their principal at that school, at my son's school, North End Elementary, she's African American.
Got you.
So, you know, and a lot of the teachers are African American. There's a lot of, African American and Spanish teachers in that school.
Yeah.
So they brought me in there, with me being black and Puerto Rican, to be the Santa Claus, and the kids love it.
They loved it, yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
No questions are asked, like, why is he this color? Bro, my son doesn't even know it's me. Like the suit just gives you magical power. I have a picture with him.
So you don't let him know?
No.
You just go?
I just go, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna come to your school today. And he'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to the school, be in the library, do all the pictures with all the kids that paid the $5 for the fun.
Yeah.
And then he'll come, like, in the middle of his class, and he'll sit on my lap and be like, Santa, I want this. He don't even know.
You don't even let him know after?
Nothing. He'll be like, Dad. He'll be like, Dad, I took pictures with Santa today. I'll be like,
No, you know, right?
he'd be like, I'm like, whoa, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. And then
yeah.
when I get, like, he brought the picture home a couple days ago, and I'm like, yo, it's me.
He still don't know.
I'm talking about the smiles from ear to ear.
You're not gonna let him know?
Nah, not till I'm gonna give him one
Later.
more year.
Oh, okay.
One more year. Let him, third grade.
Yeah.
When he start doing cursive, that's when that's a different level. You know what I'm saying? When he,
That's what's
you know what I'm
up.
saying?
That's
So
what's up. That's
so I
what's
do that. I just hosted a open mic at Gallery 66 with one of our close friends' mom, Ace's mom.
Okay.
Her name is Adrienne Elliott. She runs open mics every
Oh yeah,
Thursday.
definitely. Shout out to Adrian.
Yeah, so this year that was my first time hosting anything in my career.
Oh, it
you know what I'm
was.
saying? So just to have that and the turnout, we had a couple people from 93.7 step up and come through, show us love. We had Muggsy in there.
Nice.
We had a couple people I grew up with, Tony K, Jarrell. A lot of people showed love, like the guy from Sweetwater. He actually came too, and he left.
Cash. Cash.
I shook his hand.
Yes.
That was the first time I met him. I told him I heard about his story, and I love what he's doing into the community. And he came back, and he just left, a bunch of different drinks on the thing. And I'm telling you, man, I don't know if you had it yet.
Yes, I did. 3 times.
Man,
I had it shout out to Sweetwater.
Yeah, shout out to Sweetwater, man.
Cash.
Yeah,
thank you very much for bringing that to the community.
Yeah, they got this drink called Purple Haze. I don't know what's in it. I think it got blueberries, bananas. Man, I've got it both times I was
The
there.
smoothie game is
serious.
Go check that
And he
spot out.
uses like everything organic, 100% natural. So it's just like, man, what are we missing?
We needed
man?
that.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Definitely. It's different.
Yes,
It's different.
yes,
It's like
yes.
it almost gives you like a boost of energy after you finish drinking.
Just one sip.
It's just like,
Where you
refreshing, real
been? You know?
refreshing. Definitely.
No, definitely. And so music, growing up, you was inspired by what? Like where it comes from?
My dad is from Barbados and my mom is from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So it was just like kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like it was weird listening to music. My dad wasn't really into that kind of calypso type of scene. My dad was into Gladys Knight and the Pips. Patti LaBelle was one of his favorite singers to this day. He loves when she sings Over the Rainbow. Like that's his favorite song. Like, as far as that, you listen to a lot of Babyface, everything that was coming up into the 90s that I was too young to know about. You know, anything like that.
But you remember?
Biggie, I remember my dad playing Drew Hill and 112 and Biggie. My dad was definitely more on the Biggie side than Pac. No, nothing taken away, but everybody gets down to that. Oh, you like Biggie, you like Pac. My dad was a Biggie guy, so that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Listening to Biggie. I listened to my uncles was, you know, deep into the streets, and the Spanish uncles, they really acknowledged the whole Terror Squad, Big Pun. So that was, you know what I'm saying, because he was holding down the Spanish community. So it was like I listened to them too, and then a lot of house music, Stevie B, because of my mom, and then. You know, it was just kind of weird.
Good,
like
though.
it was weird.
Yeah.
It was just so weird because it was like I had different types of people in my family, and it was like some of my aunts didn't even speak no English, so it was like we was listening to Mark Anthony on Saturdays and listening to Elvis Crespo and people like that, like Tito Puente, people like that. Like a lot of people don't know about that. So it's like a lot of my music has come from what I've been hearing since I was young, and then like, you know, now that I have creative ass friends, like you know, I don't have to sing anymore. I don't know if you guys know about this guy right here, but this man can low key sing, and so can CT. He be like as a singer.
They inspired me, man.
As a singer, man, like when you get somebody to understand their voice is an instrument, and they know how to, you know, go in there, change the pitch of their voice, the sound of their voice, the level of energy. Right. It's like, it's great as a singer to understand that, you know what I mean, to see that, because it's like, all right, he no longer calls himself a rapper. He calls himself an artist. Because he can do both now. Before, you know what I'm saying, 2 years ago, he would have told himself he was a rapper. But now, he gives me melodies. Like, we just went to a studio, 2 days ago? And I was stuck on the line. I kid you not, I was stuck on the line. And he came in, he was like, bro, here's a line. Like, straight like that. And he sang it to me, everything, how it went. I went right in, it took me a couple tries. And we got it done. Like, quick. And I'm like, wow. And I was like, I was mad happy. I was like, you don't understand how I was on that verse for what? The whole time he was in the studio trying to get 4 bars.
And here he knew what it needed.
Came right up. And then, so
that's
exactly. Like, and when you have friends, like, you know what to, you know, like what to put in, what sounds good, like like you compliment each other real good.
So was singing was singing something that you did as a kid?
Like that was more so because, you know, like my parents, I mean my grandparents enforced the whole church thing. My dad and my mom never really as a kid. Now my dad's a elder, you know, into church and things like that. But like as a kid, my grandma Val, she used to enforce church, and I used to go to these little things on Sundays, sometimes in the middle of the week, like Wednesday, she would come get me. We would go to church, and I was never really into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be more so for kids that didn't have anything to do to just come to church and play with other kids. So we wasn't really doing no, like, nothing really dealing with church. It was just like they was enforcing, like, you know, you get a coloring book to know what, you know, church is about. Like, they didn't sit us down and like church. So it was like they let us be
more free.
But still, like, when we went in there, we would see pictures of the world and God and things like that. So, but then like second grade came. I went to Hartford schools. I went to MD Fox in Hartford. And there was a music teacher, and one day he heard me humming, and literally, like, he pulled me to the side. And he was like, does your mom and dad pick you up after school? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, okay, can I meet them after school? And I'm like, yeah, why does the music teacher want to meet my mom and dad? So the music teacher told my mom and dad, your son has a talent. I heard this kid humming. He can sing. And then my mom and dad was like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? So in the second grade, there was a 5th grade choir in there in MB Fox, and I was the 2nd grade singer. I led the whole choir.
In the 5th grade choir?
Kid you not. And the song that we were singing was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Wow.
Kid you not. My mom has pictures, video, big VHS joint, when you have to carry the joint on your shoulder, like, she got the video of that, and I'm like, wow, like.
So you were about 7 years old.
And I'm in the 5th grade. So, and it's like, it kind of kept going from there, but it was like, you know, like I always tackle this subject, man. You know, growing up, I always had a challenge with my weight, but I never let it bother me. People call me fat. That never stopped me. Man, listen, I love to dress. I go to the same stores that everybody else go to.
You stay fly.
Exactly.
He stays fly.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying?
Big swaggy nigga.
Yeah, so it's like, and like, my friends are all smaller than me. So even down to playing basketball, I had to keep up. I had to keep up. They wasn't waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like, yo, songs, we gonna wait for you. I used to keep up, man. I'm telling you, we used to do crazy stuff growing up, man. But you know, like, now we here, so it's like, you know, so but.
And I was going, and it's good you brought that up, because I was going to ask you too. your confidence always been big.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that. I actually wrote down one of them questions because for the simple fact is the time span that I've known you, you know, every time I meet you, you know, it's always, you know, you're standing tall and it's like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to give you. And I don't care what people think. Like, you feel me? A lot of people don't grow up with that confidence. Do you think that comes from, where does that come from?
I got that from, my father. My dad's a big guy, you know what I'm saying? My dad was always a big guy growing up. He had complications when I was growing up, and he's not afraid to, you know, say it either. My dad had gastric bypass when I was like 13 years old.
Got you.
He lost a significant amount of weight. It looked like he was so sick. He got down to like 250 pounds.
Right.
Then, you know, we started getting deaths in the family, and then my dad just blew back up again. But always, my father's always been a hard-working man.
Yep.
My mom's beautiful, you know. You know what I'm saying. So it was like, my dad was prom king when he went to Prince Tech.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying. So it was like, it started from there. Like it started from there, and like, you know what I'm saying. Then my dad, and I have a little brother named Boz. Jamel knows him. He's the shyest kid in the world.
Yes.
But now he's a junior in high school. And now he's like, yo, Trey, I got this little girl texting me. And I'm like, I'm so happy as a brother because my brother was he wouldn't even talk to nobody. And it's like now he embraces his size, you know what I'm saying? He back to playing football with the friends that he grew up with since the 4th grade. He out there, you know, going to the movies now. Like, he like, yo, Trey, where you get that jacket from? I'm like, oh, I got it from this store. He be like, you think they got it in my size? Let's go check. We'll go get it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? That confidence thing is, confidence is key in anything you do. Not just with your weight, when you get on stage, when you're doing stuff like this, when you're painting, when you're talking. You know, I know you do a lot of, you know, public speaking, and that, if you didn't have the confidence to do it, your speeches wouldn't stick to a lot of people, you know what I mean? So it's just like, my dad taught me the confidence about my weight, but confidence is you know, it's like in every corner.
And it's going back to the root of it, man. It's the family starts with both parents in the home. You know, how different or difficult or not was it, being that you had both parents growing up from a young age, and a lot of your friends, you know, didn't. Like, well, how was that?
You can ask my friends to this day. My parents always like accepted all my friends with open doors to this day. Like, you know, and it was a lot harder because of the stuff. Like, I was exposed to a lot of stuff that I wasn't, like, you know, really supposed to see. But that was because my parents were working so hard. Like, my mom would work nights, my dad would work nights. What's Trey doing at 17 years old in the house? We gonna go chill with my guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so my parents were trying to build a platform for me to do good, but not knowing that them not being there because of work was allowing me to do so much other stuff. Like, and it was like, you know, I still hold the door for people. Thank you, ma'am, all that stuff. I got, you know, I got great morals and things like that. But, you know, my parents were working so much that I was allowed to do anything, like, and everything, and be with my friends. And then it was like, you know, my friends were like my brothers, so it's like, you know, I'm not gonna let my brothers sit here. I'm gonna show my friends. I'm not afraid to show who my friends are. And it's like my boys can knock on the door when I'm not there and go into my house and sit down and eat while I'm at work. Like, that's how close, you know, we've gotten. You know what I'm saying? That's family. And if my dad was to see my brothers walking on the street with one of their kids, whether it's 5 miles or 2 minutes away, you know what I'm saying? My dad would tell you, hop in the car, get in the car, let's go. And it's like, you know, I never really expressed, you know, like, the difference between that, because I always felt like I fit in, and they never kind of was like, oh, songs, you don't know what it feel like for this because you got this, you know what I'm saying? And I always felt for my brothers. Like, you can ask them to this day, whenever they need anything, rides, anything, I'm there. I'm there. And then, because I know if it was a vice versa, it would be the same situation. You know what I'm saying? There have been times where you know, people may think having 2 parents and all that, you get things handed to you. My dad from the hood, my mom from the hood. So I still understand hard work. And I understand that you got to go get it yourself. Everything is not, you know, served on a golden spoon. So I do understand, like, you know, all the stuff that my brothers was going through, just because of the fact that, like, my parents was not trying to give me the cold shoulder. They was trying to tell me that you got to grow up. Like, the day I turned 18 was the last time I got any pair of sneakers for my parent, anything.
Yeah.
And I'm over here just chilling like, oh yeah, I'm about to get these joints next week.
Yeah.
Release date come out, I ain't got them on my feet. That's how I knew it was real.
It was real.
And then I'm over here like asking my brothers like, yo, what can I do? Like, bro, my parents ain't rocking with me no more. You know what I'm saying? What can I do?
Grow up time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some of my friends exposed me to the right ways and some of them exposed me to the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Work, drugs, all that. But I learned so much from all my friends. Like, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. And having two parents, you know what I'm saying, is no different than having one parent. You know what I'm saying? Because the amount of work that both parents, you know, it made, you know, is you split it in half. The amount there's women out here and men out here that raise wonderful kids by themselves, and you know, and sometimes it you know, like we talked about earlier, some of them are misguided and things like that, and that's a lot of what we see. But then you don't give enough credit to the people who create the wonderful sports players in the world, or you know, doctors and their single moms. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
Like, so it's like, you know, shout out to single moms, dads. There's grandparents out here that raise, you know, their kids. So, you know, and shout out to both, you know, people that have both their parents, you know what I'm saying? And just cherish anything that you have and any type of guidance, and listen to your parents. That's one thing I'm gonna tell all these kids, man.
Absolutely.
Listen to your mom and dad.
And been down that road.
What?
Man.
And when they tell you that, they're like, and you just be like, I don't want to hear that. All right. You're gonna be telling your kids that when you have kids.
Because there's some things I regret that I should have done that. My mom been told me I should have done.
Yeah. Same thing, bro. Same thing. And it's like, you know, all we could do is just learn from our mistakes and just, you know, look, what we learn, try to give to our kids, because at the end of the day, kids are going to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can keep them inside all day.
But give them options, right?
I
had someone on the show, I think it was Tyler, you know Tyler.
Definitely.
She was saying the same thing, you know, at least we can give them options.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Give
definitely. And that's what I do with my son. Like, I try to do as much with options because, you know, we do so much for him on a consistent basis. So as far as like type of sneakers, type of clothes he wants to wear, the way he gets his hair cut, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff I let him do because we do everything for him, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he could do anything he wants to, he'd be on his iPad all day, be at home, not want to go to school, but you know, you got to enforce that.
Yo, definitely, like, I respect when y'all made him go and sell those drinks. Remember
he wanted a game. He wanted a game, and I was like, you know, daddy worked hard for it. You know what I'm saying? So what we did was, you know, I bought all the supplies and we made a lemonade stand.
Oh, okay.
And that kid made $210.
Get out of here.
Facts, like on the block, everything. Like,
he bought a system and the game. Kid you not. And it was crazy. And it was crazy. Each and every one of my friends came by that day. My son was selling chips, hot dogs, and lemonade, all for $1.
And all your peoples came
by. People was buying 3-4 cups of lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Buying one hot dog's leaving $10 in the bucket just because of the fact that you know he's doing his thing. And I'm like,
and how old was he?
He was like six at the time, and like he got the game the same day. And he was like, and now anytime he wants something, that's like he like, Dad, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. And it's not like, you know, like, you know, he not, you know, all kids clock their parents' pocket. Daddy, I know you got paid today. It's Friday. My son be like, Dad, but maybe we could go, you know, like, you know, give, you know, food to the homeless and stuff like that. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Because my parents do that every Sunday and stuff like that. So he be think car washes, you know what I'm saying? Give kids toys, and I'm like, yo, you got a heart, man.
That's what's up.
And I try to do as much as that stuff with him. You know, I'm always with him. So we try to do a lot, because you know, mind is a strong thing. And if you understand that now as a kid, that, you know, being kind to people, there's not going to be, everybody in the world is not going to be nice to you. But if you're nice to people, things come back with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not, you know, not to expect anything every time you're nice to somebody, but just a simple thank you goes a long way. Like, you could have been having a bad day. Hold the door, somebody give you a nice smile, eye contact, and like, thank you very much. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Wow, you're welcome.
It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good. Like, you know, because some people think, like, you know, us men, you know, us African American Spanish, we don't have respect. We just see us walking to the door, they automatically think that we're just gonna walk into the store and not open the door. And it's like every time I hold the door, they like, their face brights up, like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I didn't expect that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, thank you very much. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they'll like, and if it's like a 2-door, like they walk through the first one, and then they hold the door for you, like right after.
They will.
And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I'd be like, oh, thank you. And then they just be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So everything, you know, just goes
these type of people exist. Yeah, they're like surprised.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're here, we're around.
Exactly, and we've been here.
But I think it's our job and it's our duty to break the ice, to let people know that we do exist. You know,
exactly.
There are great people with dark colored skin,
exactly.
you know, that would do this for you. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, it's very important, man. And I think just the kids, period, in the community, they look up to you. Yeah. You know, so I think that plays a big part. Yeah. You know, that's dope, man. That's dope. I respect that.
Definitely do.
The team, you know, when y'all first started the team, what was it?
Cloud, well, CFMG.
CFMG, Cloud Gang, right? Cloud Factory.
Yeah, but if you want to go back.
It was 85
BBS.
A lot of things transferred.
Yeah, a lot of things transferred just because of the fact that, because the negative energy that brought with the BBS, we had to like kind of get away from that. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you heard BBS, like people wouldn't want us in their parties.
Yeah, right.
Because they knew what time it was when we walked in their parties and we had beef with.
And we weren't even like troublemakers.
Yeah, we weren't. It was just like we didn't take anything from people.
We stuck up for each other. Like literally, like if you said something to him, I didn't like it. It's a problem.
Yeah, it started a problem.
Exactly. And it wasn't even like a lot of us. It probably was like we had like a front,
like literally
front 8. We had a front 8, and it would be like 10, 15 people that would like want to start with us, and they would think because we're outnumbered that we weren't gonna do nothing or speak our mind or say what we needed to say or do what we got to do at the end of the party, and that's how we got our name.
We're just hella outgoing. That's why I feel like it was like.
Yeah, and we did everything. Like we weren't afraid to, like, as you can see, I got cats on my shirt. We're not afraid to embrace how we feel. Like, we was wearing silly bands out of high school. We was collecting silly bands.
Rosary beads. I had 10 of them on my neck.
We did a lot of things that when we were older, people didn't. They were like, "You guys are so old. Why do we have to?" Like, why do we have to do what society says? Like, why do we have to? Do we have to go to college and wear doctor's? That's cool. But that's not what we want to do. We want to make a mark a different way. You know what I'm saying? And at the beginning, we weren't doing it in a good way. We just.
I even was rapping. I was like a hype man. I used to just get on stage.
He always showed love. Always showed love.
Every word.
Every time we would do a show, talent show. Fax was there. Yeah. Like, for me, he would definitely be the first one to get a mic other than the artist, because he knew every song, show us love, he would hype us up. Like,
that's how I am as like
team
an
player.
He's still like that, and that's a good thing. Like, so hype. It's never a dull moment on the, like, when I'm on stage with him, I feel like I just went, like, did like some type of workout. Like, I always gotta have a rag. I always gotta have a rag when I'm on stage with him, because I know at the end of the show I'm gonna.
It's dope. So facts. So tell us about the new track that you on, the new project that y'all put together.
We got a couple of songs. We got Saucing Up. What's the other one we got?
The joint that I'm featured on with you is the Saucing Up. We didn't send you that one yet, because we literally was in the studio 2 nights ago doing that.
Okay, but it'll be ready soon.
We just gotta fix it up.
But it's basically there. It's done. We already been shooting some clips to the video to it.
Okay, the video following it.
Yeah, big lady.
Yeah. And what's the whole concept of it?
Just saucing up.
You know, when you got this, you can have the juice. A lot of this is going to apply to the kids that are probably like in middle school now. They always say you got the juice, you got the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Sauce is everlasting.
Yep.
Sauce is everlasting. Juice, you can have the juice, but you can put juice in the refrigerator, take it out, and drink it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you got like ketchup and mustard, that stuff lasts. So
I love sauce.
When you got the sauce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got the sauce, it's everlasting.
I like that.
But when you got the juice, it could be trippy. Like somebody could take your juice.
It's like the movie Juice.
Yeah, exactly.
And they only had it for a little while.
Exactly.
Somebody took the juice.
So like,
I got
that song, and like with that song right there, that kind of brought me out of my comfort zone, because like I said, he very energetic. I'm an energetic artist, but not as energetic. You know, I make up-tempo music, and like when I was down and out, like
I'm in there yelling at him. So
get it. Come on, man. Like turning me up, knocking on the window, staring at me, staring at me. I'm like, bro, stop staring at me.
I'm here.
Like, because you know, like before I started coming in here, Fax got like 3 mixtapes full of music that's unreleased
over 50
right
songs
now.
right now.
Over 50 songs. No one even heard.
Yeah.
Only like me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Like my friends
so
here,
close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not that they're bad. It's not that none of them. All of them are high quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing with him. I always tell him like, yo, put a tape out, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? But he got so much work. He doing so much work. You go check him out on his Instagram.
I just feel like there's a lot of time. There's time for everything. I mean, I feel like I wanted to come out at the right moment.
Yeah, he got so much
throw
work,
everything out
man.
there. You know, what I mean, I want to come in with scenes behind it, footage behind it, visuals, all that. You know, what I mean, I just don't want to be just a sound.
You preparing yourself.
Exactly. And that's what I learned from him. That's what I learned from him because the Overdue track that we sent you, we've been sitting on that since January 9th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could have been dropped that anywhere, but we haven't. But what me and Fax is doing is grabbing people's emails, and we send them to their email, and they're just like, bro, you need to put this out, you know, and that good feedback, whether it's good or bad, we need that.
And I feel like it's so easy to make a song. Like for me, I can go in the studio, I can bang out 10 songs, and that's so easy to me.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
I want to put more behind it.
Like natural.
I just want to put I want people to see things, see me, not just hear me. I want you to see me and see everything that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting. You know what I mean? But a lot of things is coming soon. You know?
That's what's up.
We got so much in the work, and like we like. You know, literally within this last week as a team, we like literally sat down, put each other in a group chat, and we was talking about everything. Like as far as fallouts, you know, where we fell out at.
Arguing in the chat.
Everybody wanted, like, it got to a point where they was like, yo, get me out the group chat. But it was to the point like, yo, we need to hear this. We need to hear this because nobody else is telling us this, and nobody else is gonna tell us this. So why not tell each other this stuff? You know what I'm saying?
And life comes in the way. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in my life, his life. IJ has a lot going on, so it's like our dream, like it's hard to explain. Like it was like it's been fading a little bit. You know what I mean? Like in a sense, you know what I mean? But like I've been trying my hardest to keep it because like they make me fall in love with this. You know what I mean? I love music. I feel like I can express myself in the nicest way through that. You know what I mean? I feel like people think I'm just so mean and I'm this type of dude. I mean, I feel like in music I can express myself and you know what I mean in so many ways. You know what I mean? And it's just, so I don't know. I just feel like they gave me a chance. I don't know. It's just like
what is the future though? What is the future for the group or for y'all as a whole? Like,
well, right now, we try to everybody's working on everything. You know what I'm saying? We just need to learn how to work together. Right. Because Fax got his own thing, and I got my own thing. You know what I'm saying? But we linked up within in this January. It was like, yo, we didn't have, prior to these 2 songs, we didn't have no music together. As long as us being friends.
So the first song together was a couple weeks ago.
So it was like, yo, we never, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got on the song with him, it was like
why?
We onto something and now
IJ, he's like, yo, y'all on to something.
We kind of running with it. Like now, we still a group, but now we with each other.
We're deeper than a group. We're brothers.
Exactly.
So it's like,
you're doing your own thing.
Since we're family, no matter what.
Exactly. But it's like right now, it's like with the music, everybody, like I said, everybody's doing their own thing. But it's like right now, me and Fax is like, we want to do more. Like we want to do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So cause I ain't even gonna lie. When my boys see us on here right now, they go like, yo, how you get there? Bro, you could've, you know what I'm saying? We trying to. This is not to say, oh yeah, I got on here. It's literally to push you, bro. Like so you could get here with us. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, me and Fax did this and we did that. We going to the studio. Like the other day we had we was in my boy house. There was like 9-10 of us just chilling. Fax came for 10 minutes. They was like, oh, where y'all going? We was like, oh, we going to the studio. They just chilling there, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I made it clear. I was like, y'all can come. Y'all can come. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you cannot come. But me and Fax are going to go record. I'm not saying that there's not a verse. I'm not saying that you can't. Like if we have a little piece for you, you know what I'm saying? We going to go work. And if y'all want to come, you guys are definitely more than welcome to come. Nobody game. And me and Fax in his car, literally sitting outside the house, right in the car, right before we go do the Saucing Up track. And I'm like, I never picture myself doing something like that. But it's like,
I just feel like people are mad stagnant at this point in time. I don't know why. Like, just
and it's like we had so much to live off of when he came out of high school and all that buzz in high school. And we let it fall down. And it's like people still believe in us. People still come up to us and be like, "You got music,
singing my music."
Yeah, like my son come around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even the kids you do basketball with and things like that. Like they know who I am.
They know who you are.
You know what I'm saying? I go up to North End and be like, "You dropped any new music?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you right here. I'll play it in my car." They'd be like, "You gotta give me the email." And then as soon as I go into the Snap, I see like kids, you know, 8th, 9th, 10th grade on the Snap playing my song in the background, and I'm like, yo, that feels great. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, we gotta keep pushing, man. We gotta keep pushing. And it's like, you know, I always show love for my brothers, but it's like, you know, if you're not putting in that footwork, I can't tell you to do it. You're a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like I said, like Fax was telling me all the time, like, bro, you need to get back on your shit. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I just was like, playing in the cut, like you know, not doing.
And
nothing.
I do that just out of like I want people to do that to me. Like, give me give me motivation.
And I started seeing
on. I'm like, come on, let's do it.
I started seeing Fax.
I believe in us. Like I believe in the team. I believe. How
I felt like where I could be somewhere is when I seen Fax in the newspaper. And when he made the whole Herald.
Yeah, I seen that. I read that.
When I seen that, I was like, yo. Yeah, it's time. Like it's time. Like my brother's really in the paper. Like in the paper, I'm like, yo, my next goal is to get in the paper. Yeah. So it was like, so like, you know, that time it was just like he was really into it. Like, you know what I'm saying, down to his, you know, fashion, and he was really into it. And I was just like watching from the outside, and I'm like, yo, I wanna be this. I wanna do this. So he calling me every day, like, bro, where you at? I'm in the VIP.
First time in Times Square.
I'm happy. All and what's crazy, music and hard work brought him there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I couldn't be like, yo, let me call music and ask him if I could go with y'all. Or let me call hard work and let me, you know what I'm saying? No, I gotta do that within, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like a giant motivation. It was like, you know, bro was just on Snap constantly all day. Like, bro, I've never been to Times Square neither. And that's somewhere I want to go, you know what I'm saying? And he just big old billboards. And he like, yo, bro, we gonna get on there. I'm like,
all we see is Connecticut, you know what I mean? And it's so different. Being somewhere else is like no one knows me.
I've traveled out of state, but I've never been, like, I've been to New York, I've been to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? But I've never been to the big, you know, the eye of it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of us.
Legoland and all that. I'm like, I'm like,
just something else out there, you know what I mean? That you can live for.
It's different. Definitely. But it's fun though. Like, that type of stuff is fun. That's deep, so man. You know, we just try to push each other, man. And that's exactly what we do. Like, you know, push each other past the limits that we feel like we can't exceed. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, we just got to keep going with this, man. Like, we on to something, man. We on to something.
I definitely don't like to quit. I don't like starting. My mother always told me, don't start and you can't finish.
See, and that's my problem. I always feel like I'm okay with what I have. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no more room for more. Like, you know, like, because before I came back into doing this music scene, I was in the music scene already. I did the show at Romans with you. I was everywhere. And then life hit me in the back of my head, and I was just like in my room all day. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like, I was really down and out. Like, really down and out.
I remember that phase because
I was really down and out.
I was hitting you up.
I wasn't.
Remember I was hitting you up for music, and
wasn't
you was like,
writing back, nothing. Because I was just like in a place where I was like, yo, nobody's gonna understand me, and I'm like, you know what, yo, I gotta stop feeling sorry for myself, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just made it, like, you know, I just came back, and when I came back, I tried to come back, you know, like with a vengeance, almost like angry, but with the nicest angry, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know. Humble beats, you know, just drop music. I started telling people I'm dropping music. Then they was like, oh, we don't want to hear that. And then I just came out the studio with Fax one day, went online. They're like, where you at?
It's
like,
the best song, we're the studio. 2018, right?
Yeah, like everybody's like we got this show actually coming up in Meriden the day after Valentine's Day. And I said, Word of Mouth. It's in Meriden. So somebody hit me up and was like, yo, I think y'all should do that song at this venue. And I was like, word, okay, just give me the details, and if we have to pay or anything like that, we'll figure that situation, when it comes there. So the guy was like, first thing first, send me your music. So I sent him the Overdue track, the snippet of the Saucing Up. I sent him one of mine, and I sent one of Facts songs, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drop tickets off to you guys next week. You don't have to pay for anything. And I'm like, you're like, you sure? Sometimes that's too good to be true. He's like, that song that y'all have, that Overdue track, you guys need to perform this here. And I'm like, word, okay. So people are starting to hear what we're, where we're coming from and what type of lane, and they're giving us that credit, like, yo, I want you guys to perform here so people can actually hear you. Like, rather than you guys pay for people to hear you, I want, my connections to hear this song. Because you don't really have too many singers nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And like, I really sing. And like, Facts, he can sing. So like, when we brought, his style of rapping, singing together, and my style of singing, like just straight vocals together, it was just like,
it's different.
Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like, with like, I don't do a lot of, like, when I sing, I don't do a lot of slow beats. Everything is up tempo. You know what I'm saying? And I like to embrace, the hood aspect of things, of us, going through the struggle and things like that, and all that. But everything is fast paced rather than the boom pap. So I am essentially saying the same thing that you were hearing, when you hear the boom pap beats, but I'm just taking it up to probably like 160 beats per minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just like what you would really, used to hear, but just with, we don't, we don't be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? We talk about what we want, what we need in life, I'm talking about jewelry that I want in my songs and things like that, because that's what I want. I definitely, a lot of people are like, oh, that jewelry stuff, bro, that is, I'm not telling you that is making me a person. That's what I want. That's what I want. I would like a nice wristwatch to show you that I made, like top 5 on the Billboard. Like, this is my check to me. And a lot of people, exactly, a lot of people think that people, when you get famous, they just wear jewelry to be ignorant. But where's their paycheck coming from? Their paycheck is their success and the money that's coming from their success. And you have a name behind you. I'm not saying everywhere you go, I'm not saying everywhere you go, cop new chains, cop new clothes, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a public figure, people expect you to dress a certain way and be in a certain, fit a certain way, because what, the tabloids will do you dirty. Even if you gain 10 pounds, like, they be like, oh, or lose 10 pounds, the women lose 10 pounds. Oh yeah, this Rihanna lost 10 pounds, she's anorexic. Like, things like that. So it's like, people, when you're, people don't understand that, like, when you're a public eye, like, I'm not saying I am, it's hard. You have a lot to deal with. And one person I always like look up to when it comes to that in the media world, Chris Brown. Him being young, whole Rihanna situation, you know what I'm saying? And then it just was like him spiraling out. And to this day, this man is just so humble, and he's not afraid to talk about his story and he made a 46-track album or something like that not too long ago, and each and every song is fire. So it's like, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You absolutely people could drag your name through the mud. It's what you respond to.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And that's one thing. That's powerful, because at the end of the day, do for you. You understand? Exactly. Do for you. Do for you, your family. People gravitate to it. People don't. At the end of the day, you got one life to live, and you can't satisfy the whole world. You feel me? You gotta do, what's good for you. Leave your legacy. You feel me? If you was to die tomorrow, how do you want the world to remember you? You feel me? So I think that's real powerful.
Instagram, Facts Double O, Facebook, all the same Facts Double O. I don't got Twitter yet, but I'll be on there soon.
Lefty Kazam, 2Z, Kazzam. The only reason why I add a little suffix at the end is because there's a lot of lefties on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But my name is still Lefty, so it's at Lefty, Lefty on Twitter, SoundCloud, everywhere, Snapchat, everywhere. It's all the same thing, so you can find me there. Listen to some new music. We're gonna be dropping Overdue. Probably. When you want to drop that?
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
So when y'all see this interview, the day he drops this, mark my words, the day he drops this interview, the day we drop Overdue.
Okay.
So when this drops, y'all gonna hear it the same day. Y'all gonna see snippets, all that stuff. So
I appreciate the love from all my guests. You know,
definitely.
They supply DmtsRadio with the first of the first. You know, I always get the first of the first from CT. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all too, man, for coming, man. Dope interview, man.
All love, man.
Listen, absolutely. Hey, listen, everybody. I want to thank all my supporters out there for continuing to support the DmtsRadio show. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. That's at DmtsRadio. Follow us on all social media at DmtsRadio. And don't forget to download the DmtsRadio music app.
I'ma keep it real, I just need a deal. Focus on this money and these dollar bills. I remember days we was in the field. Now we copping watches with the Memphis grills. I know you hate it, but it's overdue. Yeah, I'm underrated, that's the fucking truth. Yeah, I know you hate it, but it's overdue. Yeah, I'm underrated, that's the fucking truth. Dollar, yeah, I'm all about a check. I'm blowing good, yeah, I'm flyer than a jet.
Pray like I need to, I see through the see-through. Don't let the greed and dishonor mislead you. Better days in my image, I draw it out. You can paint the picture when I'm finished. Just make sure the blood turns green when it's spilling. Who you killing? Let's try to get a million. Who? Oh, your brother, your sister. We praying so hard, hope the landlord don't evict us. Ignorance, no bliss.